Hello, my dear flowers. Heartily welcome to Wisdom Era online classes. Yes, my dears, in today's session, we are going to discuss about who is a real friend. That is from your Unit 4 in English, Friend in Need, to whom we call as actually the friend and actually who are our real friends. In this lesson, we all come across four personalities: Kunti, Karna, Sri Krishna, that is Lord Sri Krishna, and another one that is says Durvasa, and five sons of Pandava. Yes, my dears, let us move on to our textbook. Page number 36, Unit 4, Friend in Need. Yes, my dears, do you have friends? Yes, I know all of you have friends, and that too best friends. Is it? Why we are calling them as a best friends? Just because they will help us when we are in trouble, and we also help them. Is it? Means we call it as friend in need. When there is a need, they will come by our side. Those are called as best friends. And if there is no friends in our life will become a garden without flower. That is flowerless garden. Now we shall move on to the new words which have given in our textbook. First one says, a holy man who is chanting mantras. Mantra, a holy sayings about the God. Invoke, to make a request especially to God. Glory, glory means here greatness. Wonder, desire to know something, feel curious. And disturbed, got confused. You are getting disturbed means you got confused. Fondle, show love. We are fond of something means we have love on someone. Pursued, make someone to act or do something, argue or we beg. Hurry, move quickly. Heavy heart, sad heart. Rise, bring up a child. Bring up a child. Look after a child. Lavish, give something generously. Without hesitating, they are ready to give anything to everyone. That is called lavish. Rebuke means scolding. When we are come across such situations, we are getting irritated, then automatically we will scold them, or we are getting scolds from other fellows when we do some irritatings. That is called rebuke. Yes, my dear students, in this session we came to know the new words which have given in your unit 4, and that is says, what, mantra, invoke, glory, wonder, disturbed, fondle, pursued, hurry, heavy heart, rise, lavish and rebuke. Next we shall move on to the first paragraph. Says Durvasa had taught Kunti a mantra. It was a secret verse to invoke the gods. When invoked, they would appear before her and bless her with sons equal to themselves in glory. The young Kunti was at that time waiting for her Swayamvara, but she had out of curiosity invoked Surya, the sun god. He had blessed her with a child who would prove to be the greatest of all heroes. Yes, my dear students, just observe here in your first paragraph they have given about the says Durvasa who had taught a mantra to Kunti. Kunti is the mother of Pandavas. Is it? He taught a mantra to Kunti in such a way that if she invoked gods by using those mantras, when they invoked, they would appear in front of her and they would bless with a son who is equal to themselves in a glory. And the young Kunti was at the time waiting for her Swayamvara, means she did not got married, yet she want to get married. There was a Swayamvara of Kunti, but because of his curiosity about the mantras, what she did, she invoked the sun god, and suddenly the sun god appeared in front of her and blessed her with a child who is really glorious like a sun, who is having all the strength like sun. He blessed her with such a child and disappeared. What happens next? Come to the second paragraph. With the baby in her arms, Kunti wondered, how will I explain the child? Who will believe me? With a heavy heart, she placed a baby in a basket and set it afloat on the river Ganga. He grew up in Adhiratha's house and became a hero called Karna. Yes, my dear students, you just see here what she did. Because of her curiosity, she invoked sun god and he blessed her with a child. But she was not yet married. What happens to her in her mind? By taking that baby in her arms, she wandered here and there. Where I have to keep this baby? How can I hide him? How can I explain this child? Who will believe me if I explain everything what had happened? So, with her heavy heart, she decided to take that baby and leave him in a Ganga river. So, she placed it in a safety manner in a basket and set that baby afloat in a Ganga river. Means she left that baby in the river Ganga. But it was caught by one of the fishermen. His name is Adhiratha, and he grew up there itself, and at last finally he became a great hero called Karna. Yes, we all know about Karna, is it? Now what happens in the third paragraph? War is near. Krishna said, your sons will fight against their cousins. There will be much bloodshed. Means he is warning, he is giving attention, and he is giving warning to the Kunti. Dear Kunti, the war is near, means Kurukshetra war is near, and your son will fight against their cousins. Your sons means your sons, both Kauravas and Pandavas are actually the cousins. They will fight against themselves. There will be a much bloodshed, means there will be a river of blood which cannot be seen forever. Such a bloodshed will be happening in that fight, like that he is informing. What happens to Kunti? Yes, next with the fourth paragraph. Kunti was deeply disturbed. The Pandavas would fight against the Kauravas and Karna was on the Duryodhana side. Karna would fight against his brothers, perhaps kill them or to be killed himself. He was her precious firstborn whom she had never acknowledged, never fondled with a mother's love. Tears of despair welled upon in her eyes. Kunti made up her mind to tell Karna the truth. That was the only way to persuade him to leave Duryodhana and to fight on the side of Pandavas. With Karna gone, Duryodhana would be weaker in strength and spirit. The Pandavas would be able to vanquish him with ease. This was the right time for Karna to learn the secret of his birth. She taught herself, means here in the fourth paragraph, she was deeply disturbed just because she knew that Karna, who is by the side of Kauravas, was actually her first son, whom she did not acknowledge, means whom she did not accept him in front of everyone, whom she got before her marriage by invoking the sun god, that is Surya. So she taught herself in her mind, and she make up her mind to tell the truth to the Karna, to tell the birth truth of Karna. So why she did like that? Yes, because she know that if I tell the truth to Karna, Then he make up his mind to leave Duryodhana and come towards the Pandavas. Then to Pandavas it will be very easy to vanish the Kauravas just because Duryodhana will be weaker in strength if Karna is not with him because he believed in Karna a lot and Karna was the best one to him. Is it? So if we take out Karna from the Kauravas side, then Pandavas will be win in their war, means they will defeat the Kauravas team very easily. Like that she thought herself in her mind, and also she was disturbed just because Karna is also fighting against the Pandavas who were actually his brothers, and perhaps he may kill the Pandavas, or he may kill the Pandavas, or Pandavas may kill him. Both of them are her sons. So she disturbed for herself just because she is a mother. She can't tolerate the death of her sons. And even she taught herself in her mind, he was my first son and whom I didn't nourish in his childhood days, whom I never fondled with a mother's love. Means I never fond of him with a mother's love. Just because of my mistake, now he is going to die in the field war, in the war field. Like that, she was very much disturbed in her mind, and strongly she decided to meet Karna, and she want to reveal the birth secret of Karna, so that the Karna will make up his mind to take his war against the Kauravas, or he will join the Pandavas and he will leave he will leave Duryodhana. Like that she was thinking in her mind. But do you know that already Mahabharata? Already I think you are seeing some serial which is going on in your TV, is it? In that you came to know that even you know the secret of his birth, Karna will never leave Duryodhana, is it? Just because of friendship. Let's see what happens in your 5th paragraph. Kunti hurried to the banks of Ganga, where she knew Karna would be at his morning prayers. Karna was standing in the river as Kunti had expected. He was facing the east with his eyes closed. Just see, she made up her mind to meet Karna and reveal the secret of his birth. So she knew that always Karna come to the bank of river Ganga and he was doing prayer in the morning. So she hurried to the banks of Ganga, where actually the Karna is doing his morning prayers by closing his eyes and facing towards the east. Her guess was right, just because Karna was standing in the river, as Kunti was guessed that Karna at this time will be arriving at the bank of river for his morning prayers, and she hurried to the banks of the Ganga. As her expectation, he was there in the river Ganga for his morning prayers. Facing towards the east, he was closed his eyes. Let's see what happens in your next paragraph. Kunti waited. Karna opened his eyes. He was surprised to see Kunti. He bowed to her respectfully and greeted her. Means here Kunti waited for her there only for some time, just because she want him to open his eyes and she want him to finish his morning prayers. After the completion of his prayer, he was surprised to see Kunti on the bank of that river, just because she never talked to him at once also all these days. But now she made up her mind to talk with him, and she was hurried to the bank of river to see Karna. So he was surprised. Even he was surprised, he bowed her respectfully and greeted her. Welcome, welcome. Like that he greeted. What happens? 7th paragraph. Oh Karna, my son, she wept. As she related the story of his birth, he was her son. she shed amid tears. She was her son, he was her son, a prince of noble blood of the house of Pandu. He was the child of Surya, the sun god, whom he had worshipped a moment earlier. He was her first child, the eldest of the Pandavas. Arjuna was his brother. Yudhishthira, Bhima, Nakula, Sahadeva, all were his brothers. Means when she saw the Karna, when Karna greeted her, by weeping itself, she said, "Oh Karna, my son, you are my son." And she related means she narrated everything what had happened before her marriage because of her curiosity, and she revealed the truth of the birth of Karna. And she said, and she admitted even tears also, because I didn't give mother love to you in your childhood. Like that she wept at him. And he was her son, she said. You are a noble prince of the blood of Pandavas. And do you know, my dear, you are really a child of Surya, whom you are worshipping little moment before. And you are the eldest of all the Pandavas. Yudhishthira, Bhima, Nakula, Sahadeva, Arjuna, all of you are your brothers, real brothers. They are real brothers of you. They are the younger brothers. You are the eldest one, like that she used to say, and she wept at him. What happens in our next paragraph, 8th paragraph? It is the Pandavas you should lead, not Duryodhana's armies. Leave them. Come now. Join your brothers. Defend them against the Kauravas. My heart has been heavy within me all these years. Bring me peace now. What she is saying? Yes, my dear, you don't know the secret of your birth, but now I told you, you should lead the Pandavas team. You should not lead the Duryodhana's team. Leave the Duryodhana's team now. Come and join your brothers, join your younger brothers, and make them to win against the Kauravas. Give your strength to them. My heart, all these days, my heart was heavy just because I can't reveal you as my son in front of the others. But now, bring me peace. By accepting my request, bring me peace, and I will tell in front of everybody that you are my son. Give me peace to my heart, like that she is begging. What happens in the next paragraph? Ninth paragraph. Go through your ninth paragraph. Karna embraced his mother gently and wiped away her tears. He spoke to her in sad, gentle words. Indeed, I am a prince, son of Kunti, born to Surya, but Adhiratha raised me. Adhiratha gave me a father's care and gave me his name. Radha is my mother. She cared and gave me his name. She lavished love and affection on me. She shared my infant joys and sorrows and proudly watched me grow into manhood. When Krupa challenged me to reveal my parentage at the tournament, you could have saved me, mother. If only you had revealed the truth then, perhaps things would have been different now. What he said? Yes, my mother, you don't wipe for yourself. It's not your mistake. You don't wipe like that. Don't weep, he said, and he wiped her tears. But he spoke gently to his mother, his mother. Means, indeed, yes, of course, I am a prince. Yes, of course, I am a prince, and I may be a son of you, and I may be born to Surya. But Adhiratha raised me. You left me in Ganga river, but I was caught by Adhiratha, who is a fisherman, and he raised me, and he gave a name to me. He was a father to me, and he gave all the care to me in my childhood. And Radha is my mother. Adhiratha's wife Radha is my mother. She lavished love and affection on me. Means she gave something generously to me, everything, and she gave love and affection to me, who actually my mother. She shared my infant joys. She shared my joys and sorrows in my childhood, and she proudly watched me growing. When Krupa challenged me to reveal my birth, at that time you have to help me. At that time, if you have helped me to reveal my birth, then the things would have happened different. But now it's already the time has finished, and I have already joined the Duryodhana's army, and I have promised it to my friend that I will never leave you until my last breath. So I cannot hear your words now. I cannot abide by your words. I cannot follow your words, my mother. I am really sorry. You didn't help me when I was having a challenge in front of Krupa. So now I can't help you just because already I have given promise to my best friend, that is Duryodhana, who saved me in front of all others during the challenge which has been given to me by Krupa, and I won in that just because of my friend Duryodhana. So at this situation, at this moment, at this bad worst moment, I cannot leave my friend. I should be by the side of him. 10th paragraph. Son, son, with tear-filled eyes, Kunti protested. Karna said, it was Duryodhana then who befriended me and stood by my side. He rebuked Bhima when he flung hot words at me. To Duryodhana, it did not matter that I was a mere charioteer's son. He gave me wealth, a kingdom, power, armies. More than that, he gave me friendship, a lifelong friendship. Mother, would I be a honorable man if I deserted him now? Would I be worthy to be a warrior if I deserted the Kauravas to join the Pandavas? Would that be right? Would it be just? Would it become of Karna? Here, Karna is saying to his mother, yes, mother, I may be the son of you. You don't fill your eyes with the tears. If you protested against me, I can't do help to you. Just because Duryodhana helped me a lot when Bhima flung his hot words at me. Duryodhana rebuked means he scolded Bhima just because he is flinging hot words to me, and more than that, he gave me wealth, kingdom, power, armies, and all of these are just because of his friendship. He gave a friendship to me that is a lifelong friendship, not for a 1 or 2 days. And I promised him to be by his side in his disasters. And my mother, do you think of me? If I were a Karna, if I want to be a Karna, then is it right for me to leave the Duryodhana at this deserted moment and to leave him in this warrior field? Is it worth for me? He gave everything to me. I can't leave him now. It is not right for me. Even I am a Pandava, I cannot go by the side of Pandavas. I cannot join the Pandavas just because I respect my friendship. He said, Karna said to his mother. What happens next? 11th paragraph. Karna's smile was tinged with sadness. It was a difficult choice, but he did not hesitate to make it. He held honor, duty, and friendship above everything else. Would I not be a traitor and a cheat if I desert him now? He said. Kunti had no answer. She was heartbroken. She bent her head in sorrow. Here, Karna's smile was tinged with sadness, means it was filled with sadness because he can't help Pandavas as they were brothers of him, but he can't leave Duryodhana also because of friendship, means he was at the middle. He can't go by the side of Duryodhana or he can't go by the side of Pandavas. It was very critical situation for him to take the decision, but he did not hesitate to make his decision. So he confidently he said to his mother that I can't leave Duryodhana's team. If I leave them, I would be a cheater. So with his answer, he sent Kunti. Here he is saying to his mother, if I leave the Duryodhanas now, I would be a cheater, so I can't help you. So Kunti had no answer for this. So she filled with sorrow and she cannot answer for the question of Karna. So she was heartbroken because she cannot make up the mind of Karna, who has a strong decision that he should give respect to his friendship. She bent her head in sorrow and she went away from there by taking some promise from Karna. Here, my dear students, we mean that friendship is greater than motherhood and all other relationships. What he has given promise to his friend Duryodhana, he was by the side of his promise. So here he left his own mother because of his friendship. So here the main theme of this the main theme of this lesson is we should respect the friendship and always help we should help our friends whenever they are in trouble. Thank you. We shall see in our next class. Take care.